here we are, and I don't know how many minutes we've been streaming, but we haven't even really talked about the REQs and everything that's inside.
The name of the thing.
Yeah,
too.
Warzone Firefight itself is here. So let's check out, first of all, what's coming. First of all, the Halo 2 beam rifles.
Yes!
We haven't talked about them on the show yet.
It's so good. It shoots, like I said, as bolts of nostalgia.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
It's amazing.
These were announced last week. I think we showed them off. There's 3 of them, and they look too darn good. I actually haven't had the chance to really shoot them that much myself.
Dude, that Delta is rather nice. And longtime fans will like that Alpha and Delta Halo call out there. But yeah, that Delta, man, it fires the singularity, like the Void's Tear, Void's Tear.
It's dangerous. There's some certain, at a certain level of Warzone, there's a level of physics that goes beyond my understanding. But
just beyond string theory.
Of course, the Delta itself, a legendary weapon, also has unstable gravimetric vortex point and impact. Is that true?
It is.
Wow.
It is true. It's also very polysyllabic.
Yes, absolutely. Now, next up, we have the variants also of the Brute plasma rifles, which look fantastic as well. Now, this is the... Walk us through these, because these are too cool. And I think people were familiar with them when they first saw them.
Yeah, I mean, the Star of Tish and Scale of Soyraptor are really cool. They actually kind of speak to maybe a little bit of a resurgence with the Brutes, which is cool. And we see some resurgence of the Brutes in Halo Wars 2.
Absolutely.
Which is nice. So these will actually be fun to grab, and they won't overheat quite so fast. A little more deadly, a little more easy to use. Pretty nice.
Thank goodness. All right, let's talk about some armor sets and skins as well that are coming on the way. We've got the Cinder armor set, which is coming, so we'll go ahead and take a look at that. Of course, you can see with the backdrop of Molten, which we just showed, the new arena map.
Nice orange and white scheme there for Cinder.
Yeah, if you move at the right pace, they actually won't see you at all.
It's true.
Yeah.
It'll be like a mirage.
If we don't move, they won't see us. Next up, we have, of course, the Cyclops as well as the Fenrir Wolfriend armor skin. That's a rare. But what I really want to talk about has got to be the Wasp. We saw it earlier.
So good.
Take a look at this. We saw it in action earlier. I was not bold enough, or should I say, I was very wise to not try to hop in it because I know they would show my pilot skills, which are non-existent. But
And keen-eyed fans actually will realize that we've been dropping hints about this thing for a while. We've actually talked about the AV-49, this nameless vehicle, for a couple weeks now, and here it is.
Yes, it is. Like I said, that vertical takeoff, way too cool.
So good.
It makes it look easy to fly. But
really cool early game.
Sure, and I have to say, if you notice, I mean, we saw a lot of concerned people saying, I don't know how it's going to do it at level 3, but I have to say, I mean, as long as you put enough...
just like the Phaeton.
Right, yeah, as long as you put just enough weapons on, I mean, there was a lot of times where I was just going with, like a classic BR in Warzone, as long as you have enough team shooting of the Wasp, you're able to take it down. So it can be really effective, but I think a coordinated team can take this sucker down for sure. Also got to talk about the Temple variant vehicles. You just saw the Wraith as the SDCC exclusive from Dark Horse, but here is that Temple Wraith.
Yellow Banshee hype.
Yeah, it looks too good. As a rare, it's got hardened armor, improved handling, and a faster rate of fire for the Plasma Mortar. Next up is also the Temple Banshee, which, excuse me if I misspoke, the Temple Banshee is the exclusive for Dark Horse at San Diego Comic-Con.
Ah, yes.
The Banshee, of course.
Temple Banshee actually has like almost a really cool callback to the Heretic Banshees of Halo 2.
Yeah, it looks way too cool. And also, a hardened armor, it's got improved handling, upgraded fuel rod cannon as well. It's going to give you the ability to fire while boosting. And lastly, that Temple Ghost. Also going to have the hardened armor and improved handling, but also going to be able to shoot the plasma cannons while boosting. So that's kind of how each of those are going to work out. But also, lastly, he's not a REQ, but we wanted to show him off separately in a dedicated section. We got to talk about the Grunt Goblin. This guy is my favorite. He is way too cool. Yep.
It's so good. Those weird chameleon eyes, man. They get me.
The animations too, just the way he walks, it's majestic the way he moves around.
It is everything that you would think the ultimate form of a grunt could be.
Yep, absolutely. They've done quite well. And I have to say, he actually, it looks like he's kind of waddling around grunt style, but when you see him actually on the battlefield, he could do some pretty, he can pull off some pretty devastating moves. The
Spartans are usually the ones doing the waddling after a few minutes with this guy.
That's true indeed. So he's got the Needle Barrage. He's also got, which can target up to 8 players at a time. He's got the double-barreled heavy needler, which does massive vehicle damage.
Dude, the size of the needles.
They're amazing. If you didn't catch them in the last community update, their needles are to scale. Maybe, I got to go this way.
Whoop,
That's about that far out of the chest. It's pretty incredible. But